Hi guys, and welcome back to the Iron Personal Training YouTube channel. We're back with another video, this time looking at a deadlift video. So it's week 4, session 4 of my first peaking block as we get ready for the South Yorkshire ABPU qualifier. So starting off with deadlifts, we've got 211 kilos on the bar, doing a set of 3, so continuing with the 3-2-1 format you would have seen in other videos. Like I said, the reason I do this is it gets a bit of volume in at heavier weights, and it also means you're doing your heavier weight under a bit of extra fatigue as you would be doing in a proper competition. So I find it's very useful to get you ready and get the body ready for competitions. We then come on to the second lot, which is 223 kilos for a double. This felt a bit nice, a little bit slow at lockout, but that's usually the way my deadlift goes, unfortunately. Quick from the ground and a bit slower lockout. And as you can see, we just reset ourselves there because as the bar dropped, it kind of went on an angle. So just getting ourselves reset in a nice position as we get ready to do this second rep. And as you can see, very messy, but we do manage to get it up. And then we go up to the top weight, which is 235 kilos. So as you can see, getting ourselves nice and set here, getting the tension out of the bar. Probably start with my hips a little bit too low, which makes the lockout very messy. So definitely a messy deadlift session, but we did get it done. Hopefully more is going to come from the next session that we do. We're going to drop to 175 kilos for some paused back offs. So again, just getting ourselves nice and set here and ready to go. Before this session, it had been an incredibly busy week and sleep had been a bit neglected up to this point in the week, so I do think that played an impact on this session, and as we'll see in the next session, things did move much nicer in that session, so I definitely think that's part of the reason. As you can see with these, just a little bit pause off the floor, just trying to help with a quicker lockout. So as you can see in all these videos, as I'm setting up, the first thing I do is raise my hips, which would suggest that I'm starting with my hips in a little bit too low position, and should maybe look at starting my hips a bit higher, but that's something that I'm definitely going to be looking at in the future. We then come to some hand-free spider bar squats. We're doing these at 155 kilos. And so the idea here is that you have to lead with your upper back as you come up. So if you have a problem with squatting and leaning forward too much in a squat, this is a really good way of working through that basically. We then come on to some good mornings. We're at 155 kilos for these as well. Doing them to a dead stop like we've done before, as I feel like this has the best crossover to my lockout. As you can see, just missed the pin slightly there, but reset myself and managed to get going again. Doing 3 times 5 reps on this, so yeah, really happy with how these are feeling. We're then going to come on to the last set of these, so this is set 3. Obviously we made that mistake in that first set, so we're just looking to get rid of that out of these later sets. So as you can see, again, just getting ourselves set up, getting my brace nice and tight so you can shoot up. There we go, I'm looking much better than the first set did. So yeah, really happy with how these are feeling. This is the first time I've really pushed good mornings in this manner, and definitely feel like I can feel some great strength gains for them. I just need to have my deadlifts, my hips a little bit higher in my deadlifts, I think, to get the most out of what I've got from the good mornings. Then doing some high pin power shrugs, so obviously pulling from the pins, trying to shrug nice and high, just getting the straps on nice and tight, as I don't want my grip to be a limiting factor while doing these. We've got these at 187.5 kilos, so as you can see, fairly heavy, and we're going to just pull down. As you'll see, what we'll do is we'll shrug and come up onto our toes as we do the movement. So it's just basically doing like a more dynamic version of a shrug, and I find it has a great crossover to my deadlift when I do it. So what I'll do in the next block is push the pins down and make it a bit more like a rack pull into a power shrug, just to get even more crossover. But that's it for the video, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed a messy session, but we'll come back stronger in the next one.